whoever I'm picking up on, your root chakra is blocked. Okay. And maybe not all aspects of the root chakra, because the root chakra deals with a lot, but that's part of your root chakra that has to do with you taking action, inspired action, you moving your body, your discipline, and things of that nature. So for some of you guys who are listening to this, you are needing to move your body more. Okay. You need to move your body more, or you need to move your body more intentionally. There are parts of your body that are stiff, or that you have just not been moving, and you need to. It is impacting your wellness overall, and it may turn into something that blocks even more of your chakras. It may block your creativity, may block a whole lot of other things, okay? So you need to move more. For another group of you guys listening to this, you are needing to tighten up your disciplines, okay? There's some things that you're supposed to be doing consistently or regularly, and you've not yet found your flow or your consistency in them, and this is absolutely something that needs to be a focus of yours, okay? Some of you guys might find that you are losing your motivation for something as well. And so there's some part of your routine that needs to focus on reigniting your flame towards taking inspired action or motivated action. 7 of Wands, Knight of Wands. Some of you guys are maybe experiencing an ending, pretty quick and abrupt ending. And it's not even like a negative ending per se, because when I see the Knight of Wands, it has like breakup energy or ending energy, but it also has this ascension energy. Kind of gives me that feeling of like the Temperance card, where it's like you're elevating. I mean, you're completing a chapter, a cycle, a lesson, or something of that sort, and you are elevating to the next thing. And things are coming in quick. Something's coming in hot. All right. So for some of you guys, this ending or this pivot is what this feels like. It's like it came in out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere. May feel very uncomfortable too. I'm saying all this as if like, oh, you're just gonna pivot with no problems. No. You might feel like you were left out in the cold with a situation, that you were abandoned by a situation. You may have abandoned someone. So let's just say that, because these energies could be interchangeable. It could be talking about you. It could be talking about somebody else as they are treating you. All right, but we do have the 5 of Pentacles here and the Knight of Wands. You may feel like somebody just quickly cut out. Emotionally, they cut out. Physically, financially. It could be job related. Somebody quickly, like, something quickly shifted. And you may not like that. This may not feel comfortable for you. Death card and the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, that was an ending that happened. Like, stick a fork in it is done. Like, there's no coming back from this. It was a final kind of like closing of a chapter, and it's weighing heavy on you. Like, it's lots of change in your energy. So some of you guys have gone through some really drastic and dramatic changes. The 5 of Pentacles, you can see her crying. You can see like her hand is cut. And so you can see that this is not like a comfortable change. All right. This is a change that feels very like dramatic. Look at the scene in the card. It's very dramatic. It's like, God, Lee, is this a sitcom? Like, what is this? You know, like, this is a suspense novel. Like, it's something feels very dramatic. Like, it ended in like, either you feel very like emotional about it, or it just feels like, geez, one thing after another. Like, it's a lot. But there is this feeling of just, this was not a comfortable ending. Maybe a necessary ending. Anytime the death card comes on in the tarot spread, that means that there is an ending that needed to happen in order for a situation to transform. It's like you couldn't get to where you're going with that same person, those same dynamics, that same mindset. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of energy. So something had to like quickly unfold or quickly change to open the way for what it is that you really are wanting to experience, or what it is you are calling in. Alrighty. And so it's a very necessary ending that happened in order for the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, in order for you to lay the foundation for something new, something had to end. But that doesn't mean it feels any easier. And it's still maybe very emotional. Somebody may be very emotional about this. Somebody may feel like they're experiencing like a literal death. Like somebody may be grieving and crying and mourning the ending of something as if someone actually died. All right. And in some cases, there was an actual body death with someone involved in your life who was very important to you or you were very connected to. But for most of you guys, this death card is talking about just transformation. Something has ended. Something is no longer the same. On the other side of this death card, or the other side of the situation, there was one way, and now on this side, there's a whole different way. And you can never undo this thing. It's like it's final. All right, but the Page of Pentacles is there, which I really like, which means that you are laying the foundation for some type of new career, some type of new way of making money, some type of new health, um reality, some type of new family, like some type of new physical something in your life. You're in the process of laying the foundation of it. Maybe you're in like the first year of laying the foundation for it, and you need to take action. You need to take action. And maybe you were stuck in that old situation, stuck like kind of like a deer in headlights. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you were just like, oh my gosh, like you couldn't leave that thing, or you couldn't make the choice to end that thing, and so like maybe spirit or somebody had to like yank it from you or something like that. Feels like it's coming through. One card for advice. One card of advice. But whatever the case is, the death card has created a necessary ending, which is a necessary opening of the way, which has left room now for you to lay the foundation for what you're actually wanting in the next chapter. Okay? And so there is something that feels very stable that you are building, something that feels very dependable, something that feels very solid that you are now building. You may be in the first year of it. Some of you guys may be in the first few weeks of it. We have the Four of Wands as your advice. You need to celebrate. And I know it's like, oh, how can you celebrate a funeral? Well, actually, in some cultures, they do consider a funeral as a homegoing and as a celebratory event. They do celebrate the life of what was. So for some of you guys, there are some things that are ending, relationships, situationships, circumstances, etc., that served you well for the time that you were in them, and that you absolutely can celebrate the life of it. You can absolutely say, oh, I'm a better person because of that. I never would have learned this about myself, but I did because of them. This is what I take from that. You can absolutely celebrate the ending of what you have gone through and still put that thing to rest. Still be like, and so, in conclusion, farewell. You can still do both, okay? And so that's really what the advice is saying. It's saying, yes, this is difficult, but also this is a celebratory moment. And so give yourself time to grieve, but then also put a time limit on the grief as well, because at some point you do need to remember that this thing served you well. It was good for you. And it actually is the fertilizer, the death. Some people believe that the endings are fertilizers for new beginnings. So there's something very healing about what this chapter that you're in, this place that you're in. And now you need to take action as if you understand that all is well and that it's all for your good and it's all purposeful. You need to take action. Look at that. The Empress and the Ten of Cups. You need to take action as if you believe in happy endings, as if you understand that your wish is coming true. You are like birthing your wish right now. And in order to birth a wish, you do have to go through some death and some endings. I mean, imagine a baby coming. The baby has to, unfortunately, end and leave out their mommy's womb so they can come into the world. They can't stay in the womb forever. You can't stay in the old thing forever. You got to birth into a new space, into a new reality, into a new something. And that's kind of what I see here. You're birthing the next level of your happiness, and you have to let yourself be happy about it, even though you're mourning the loss of before, the previous thing. All right, action. Let's read this. All right, root chakra. This is your oracle message for those of you guys who are resonating with this reading. It says you need to listen to the call of your inner rhythms and take bold action in the direction of your dreams today. In our modern world, with so many different pressures and roles to play, our actions are often inconsistent, postponed, or not aligned with our goals. We stand at the edge of our dreams, overwhelmed by uncertainty of how best to begin. This card is here to remind you that you need to see the entire path ahead. Oh, you don't need to see the entire path ahead. I stand corrected. This card is to remind you don't need to see the entire path ahead. You just need to clarify your intentions, feel the rhythms of your calling, and begin. Take the first step in faith, knowing that the universe will align to support you. Consider an area of your life that you are ready to change or transform. Ask yourself what physical action you can take today, perhaps in the next 10 minutes, to assist in bringing about this goal. When the answer comes, follow it. Don't get overwhelmed by the end result or the details in between. Just begin. Once you start, you will find new energy will come in to lift your steps and inspire whatever is needed next. As you take one step and then another, you will begin to build momentum, like the turning of a great wheel. Gradual at first, but soon you are rolling and can guide your energy in any direction. Stay with this momentum. Persevere. Consistent action will carry you swiftly towards your goals. When our actions stem from a sense of inner knowing, like a dancer moving to the pulse of an inner rhythm, our steps will always be guided and true. Don't wait for things to happen. Start dancing and the music will rise to meet you. Alrighty, guys, this is your message for today. Get going.